Hi, my name's Sam Easterby-Smith. I'm a member of Manchester Green Party. I was hoping to contribute to the debate today on at the Green Party conference, motion E11 on high-speed rail. However, due to time constraints, this did not happen. I thought I would attempt to record the contribution that I would have made. The motion of which I'm supporting is as follows. Delete our current policy on high-speed rail, TR244, which reads, the Green Party believes that long-distance service provision should not concentrate on high speeds, where this will affect local service provision or take up an excessive amount of limited resources. The Green Party supports the principle of a new north-south high-speed line, which would reduce the number of short-haul flights within the UK. And to replace that with the shorter version of TR244, the Green Party supports the principle of a new north-south high-speed line, commonly known as High-Speed 2, brackets HS2, which would reduce the number of short-haul flights within the UK. So, the motion seeks to clear up a major inconsistency in our rail and transport policy. The party's official position now and remains that we support the principle of a north-south high-speed line. However, our public messaging, including from senior members, has differed drastically from this policy. HS2 represents a major investment in strategic rail infrastructure designed to last for hundreds of years. It not only serves to enable modal shift away from domestic air travel, but much more importantly, improves capacity on the existing rail network. It's not about getting from Manchester or Leeds to London faster, though this is a nice side benefit. It's about getting the fast trains out of the way so that we can, given good rail policy, run lots more frequent and reliable and cheap local services to all sorts of places. Instead of thinking, oh God, the train takes forever and there's only 1 hour if you're lucky to get from, say, Kidsgrove to Macclesfield and jumping in the SUV down the A34, the train becomes the default. And why wouldn't you take it? The network effects of this increased capacity have the potential to be felt well away from the core of the high-speed 2 network. People at the workshop, there was a workshop, suggested that France has seen a substantial drop-off in rural rail since the opening of the LGVs. However, this is a matter of policy. For this to be effective, high-speed 2 to be effective, it has to go hand in hand with the electrification of everything, I've lost my place. It has to go hand in hand with the electrification of everything, the reopening of rural lines, and the reopening of intermediate stations, or new intermediate stations. Doing HS2 builds our capacity to effect changes like that, through jobs and skills, and the elevation of engineering as a discipline. HS2 must also be viewed in the wider context of a future network of dedicated long-distance high-speed trunk routes, starting with HS2, continuing with Northern Powerhouse Rail, or NPR, and linking Scotland, possibly even Ireland, through England and Wales to the continent. I mean, imagine a high-speed sleeper service from Dublin to Dusseldorf, or if we really want to shave some carbon, from Manchester to Malaga and the Costa del Sol. The cost of the line is often overstated, particularly by noises emanating from Tufton Street, and we must remember that this is financed by long-term government borrowing, and that the creation of the loan is the creation of money. That's how our financial system works. We can't spend it on something else, particularly because we can't spend it on something that needs recurring revenue like the NHS, because it doesn't exist. The money does not exist unless we build a railway with it. That said, the money goes back into the system through wages and supply chains. It serves as a wider economic stimulus, and that's something that I believe we need right now. There are problems with it. The construction must be held to account over its environmental promises. The parallel cycle routes must be reinstated, particularly given that they represent an instant transformative effect for the areas that the route passes through. 58 hectares of ancient woodland will be affected, gone. This is very sad, but they've tried very hard to bend the line around them. If you look at the plans, you can see the way they've really tried. It should be noted that the 14-mile long Lower Thames Valley crossing motorway, which we're not opposing terribly loudly right now, will impact on about the same area of ancient woodland, 54 hectares. 54 hectares. The plan is, on the flip side of this, that HS2 will create 650 hectares of new forest between London and Birmingham. And I would hope that plans are afoot for even more of this on the northern sections. We are doing HS2. It's happening now. If we're serious about decarbonising transport, we must do this. And a lot more. And we must also hold them to account. I urge you to support this motion. Thank you very much.